Right, come on. Hello. Hello and welcome back to the FSS Football channel. And today's watch along for the FA Cup final is, of course, Chelsea versus Manchester City. Of course, Chelsea beat Manchester City. Sorry. Yes. Did I say Leicester City or Manchester City? Chelsea beat Manchester City in the semi-finals to make it here, while Leicester beat Southampton, of course, knocking out Manchester United in the quarter-finals. So it's quite, I'm quite intrigued to see how this one will go. So what's everyone's score predictions? Nico's gone for 2-1 to Chelsea. That's not a bad shout, to be fair. I'm going to be honest, guys. I completely forgot the FA Cup final was today. I did. I agree, Nico. I think it will be a good game as well. But yeah, I completely forgot the FA Cup final was today. Right. So, my prediction is going to be 2-1. I'm going to say Leicester to take it. Just so I just don't want to copy Nico, really. He's going 2-1 Chelsea. There we go. Of course, these are the lineups for either side. Prince William there. He's Aaron chat to the Chelsea. What's it called? Chelsea players. Having a word with N'Golo Kante there. I don't quite know why Prince William's here. What's he doing? So there's Prince William's done. He's now walked off the pitch. Obviously, these two do play now on Tuesday in the Premier League. I really care about that game more than this game, to be honest. But I agree with what you said, Nico. I do think it's actually going to be quite the fun and entertaining game. Of course, this game is on BBC One. So I'm actually bang on live today for me. Werner will miss an open goal. That's what I say. No, I don't think he will. I think Timo Werner has quickly gone from, well, has become underrated. He's not had a terrible first year at Chelsea. Is it on BT Sport as well? I didn't know it was on BT as well. But yeah, I'm watching it on BBC One. Oh, it is. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, I'm watching it on BBC One because I get that. It's obviously through the aerial, so I get bang on live for once, which is great. People singing, yeah, they're doing the. I assume it's the national anthem. But obviously, the team news is it's Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal. It's then Kepa. No, sorry, it's Azpilicueta, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Reece James, N'Golo Kante, Jorginho, and Marcos Alonso. It's then Ziyech and Mason Mount with Timo Werner up top. And I wonder, are they going to be wearing the new kit? Right. Right. Come on. Right. I'm trying to turn on to BBC HD, not just normal BBC, but I can't seem to work out how to, which is great. Alright, so kickoff is about to take place. So they've taken the knee. And Chelsea are wearing their new kit, interestingly enough. What do we all make of the new Chelsea kit? Right, and away we go. That's not the stopwatch. There we go. Well, there we go. Rudiger clears. Out for a throw. Right. Ziyech. Lovely ball looking for Timo Werner. Soyuncu versus Werner. Werner looks to put it across for Fana Evans, and they play it out quite well. Mason Mount, foul on Thomas. Free kick to Leicester. Right, Fofana goes across to Soyuncu. Poor clearance by Soyuncu, and it goes back to the goalkeeper. Right. Hold on 1 second. Because my TV just turned off. It's all going to shit. There we go. Alright, so sorted the telly. Alright, Ziyech, Rudiger, James, sorry. Aspilicueta, Jorginho. Jorginho finds Werner, flicks it over the top looking for Mason Mount versus Soyuncu. Mason Mount does well against Soyuncu, keeps hold of it. Well played there by Mason Mount. He goes back into Jorginho. Jorginho across to Hakim Ziyech. Ziyech out to Marcos Alonso. Alonso into Ziyech. Alonso, Fofana comes in. Alonso goes down, but nothing given, and Fofana goes down the line. Kante wins it, finds Ziyech, goes into Jorginho, back into N'Golo Kante. Alonso. Kante. Jorginho. Aspi. Jorginho. Ball comes in, nice block. And it's out for a corner for Chelsea. Let me just try and sort the timer out. There we go. So it is a corner for Chelsea. Reece James will take it for the Blues. Ball comes in. Well defended by Leicester. Chelsea being probably the better team in the opening 5 minutes here. But of course it's pretty open. It'll be interesting to see if Leicester can actually try and get a foothold in this game, and if they can, I reckon they could probably win it. It's not looking great for them at the moment. Thomas there clears it. Reece James sees it out for a throw-in for Leicester. And look, what is nice is that we finally have fans back in the ground. Right, so there's another corner for Chelsea here. Mason Mount again causing problems for Leicester. Down, well, Chelsea's right-hand side, I believe. I'm not sure. I don't know how I feel about this Chelsea kit, to be honest. Like, I do quite like it in a sense, but I don't like the squares. Like, I like the zigzags, but I don't like the squares. Reece James put the ball into the back of the post. Aspilicueta can't win it. Thiago Silva does though. Soyuncu heads clear. Tielemans an awful clearance. Ziyech will take it down. Thomas with a good tackle, but Ziyech keeps it. Jose Perez wins a free kick for Leicester. Schmeichel goes long. Poor from... Well, Vardy just doesn't win the header. It's out for a Chelsea throw. Deep into Chelsea's half, to be fair. So, look, if Leicester can keep getting boxed in, who knows what could happen. Reece James. Tackled by Vardy. It's out for a goal kick for Chelsea. If you're doing alright, George, who to? Ooh. 1-0 to who, George? Chelsea or Leicester? Chelsea. There you go. What does Tyler think, George? Or have you just copied what Tyler said? Nice long ball looking for Vardy. And Reece James as well. It's out for a corner for, well, goal kick, sorry, for Chelsea. He's not here. Where's Tyler? He's at the library. What an idiot. What a goon. Jorginho. Reece James goes long. Werner, lovely chest. But loses out. But he is out for a throw for Chelsea. Who goes quickly into Mount. Johnny Evans will pick it up though. Goes long. Well, goes into Vardy. Back to Jose Perez. Into Fofana. Tielemans. Back to Fofana. Castagna. Ziyech. Jorginho. Ziyech. Ziyech. Poor ball and Kasper Schmeichel easy. Collect it. Schmeichel gives it into Soyuncu. Fofana. Fofana goes down the line. And it's a poor ball really. It's out for a throw-in for Chelsea. Alonso. Poor from Soyuncu. It's a free kick. Mason Mount again. Doing well. Draws a foul by Soyuncu. Tielemans not happy with either the referee or Soyuncu. Right, Mount goes in to N'Golo Kante. Kante does poorly but wins a throw-in anyway. Wins a throw-in for his time. James goes into Rudiger. No, sorry, Silva who goes to Rudiger. Here comes Chelsea with Antonio Rudiger. Goes back to Jorginho. Nice ball looking. Here is Ziyech actually. Finds Marcos Alonso. Nice play there by Alonso. Finds Hakim Ziyech. Ziyech puts the ball in. Poor ball in really. It's out for a throw-in for Leicester. In the opening, 13 minutes? It's been a fairly... Well, it's been a... Chelsea probably has been the better of the two sides in this opening 13 minutes. Rudiger. Rudiger, nice ball looking for Azpilicueta, but it's over hit and it's out for a Leicester throw. But like I say, yeah, it's all Chelsea really. Leicester can't really get hold of the ball and actually get the ball moving. If we go to the stats here, 73% of the ball for Chelsea, only 27 for Leicester. Pass accuracy 83 to 58. This is at the moment it's Chelsea's game to lose. I mean, here comes Chelsea again here, Jorginho. He goes in to Antonio Rudiger. Rudiger goes for goal. Wide. Awful from Rudiger. Alright, Evans goes into Fofana. Fofana does well. But wins a free kick after, well, from a foul by Ziyech. Tielemans picks it up. Spreads the play out to Soyuncu. Goes into Thomas. Thomas knocks it down the line and N'Golo Kante, good interception. Jorginho. Aspie. Back to Reece James. James into Rudiger. Alonso. Alonso, poor ball really. Mount poor. Wesley Fofana finds Iheanacho. Tielemans goes down the line, looking for Castagne. Puts it across. Vardy, good block, and that's probably the best chance of the game really falling to Leicester. And it was a good block by Thiago Silva. We'll see it again. It was a nice football by Leicester. Tielemans so unmarked, just unchallenged. It's a great ball down the line. Vardy just checks his run a little bit. It's a nice pullback, but Reece James blocks it. Rudiger is Batman. He's got his mask on today, doesn't he? Kante. Look for the Mason Mount on the right. Mason Mount is seemingly everywhere at the moment for Chelsea. He's having a really good start to this final. Thiago Silva will just pick the ball up after someone won a flick on. Reece James goes down the line. Werner can't get control of it. It's out for a Chelsea throw. Silva, Jorginho. Foul on Werner by Johnny Evans and a free kick to Chelsea. Alright, Kante, James. Back to Kante. Kante goes to Thiago Silva. Silva just knocks it to Rudiger, who goes into Alonso. Alonso to Jorginho. Louis Barry player. What? Oh, do you mean Louis Barry best player in the FA Cup this season? Yeah, I mean, Louis Barry, where did he come from? Did he used to play for Liverpool? Like Liverpool's academy? Ziyech looks for Werner, but Fofana as well. Iheanacho's down, holding his ankle. Ah, that's what it was, yeah. He used to be in the West Brom Academy as well. You're going 2-1 less. Fortnite. I went for the same. Handball by Thiago Silva. There's a free kick to Leicester in a pretty good position, really, for Chelsea here. Leicester look more the threatening. Chelsea have largely been dominant, but yeah, I agree. I mean, the best chance of the game has fallen to Leicester. Tielemans puts it in. Soyuncu over the bar. Unlucky there for Leicester. It's a great ball in by Yuri Tielemans. And Soyuncu just headers over. Crack open a cold one. I have. Well, it's only a Fanta, so. And it's very room temperature, actually. Have you ever watched WWE? Depends what you mean by watched it, I suppose. I mean, I have seen it. But I never religiously watched it, or whatever. Poor shot there, really, by Mount. And Constantine will just pick it up and clear it down the line. Rudiger challenging Iheanacho. And Iheanacho not get out for a throw-in. So Chelsea have the ball. Jorginho's just picked it up. Went into Kante. Good pressing by Leicester. But look, they always have an outball. And what I'm noticing right now... Well, I've noticed it for the last couple minutes, really. It looks as if Azpilicueta is playing more as the wing back, and Reece James is playing as the centre back. Call me crazy, but look who's here again. Azpilicueta, he's the man upfield, where you always see Reece James picking up where you expect your right centre back to be. What's your Instagram? I don't have a Instagram. Well, I mean, I do, but not one for people I don't know, sort of thing. You get what I mean. Alonso. Ziyech pulls it back. Alonso tackled. But I mean, I've considered making a Instagram for this channel and YouTube, which is more of a public one. But I haven't as of yet. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. What's his name? United Life found my Instagram. Like, if you find it, I probably won't add you, but I mean, you can try and message me. FIFA career mode. I mean, at points I have very much thought about doing a FIFA career mode. I just never really got round to it. I mean, I haven't done a career mode properly in years. Someone's got a Chelsea bag on their head. Manchester United career mode. I mean, yeah, if I do want it, probably with someone like Man United. Here is Ziyech with a corner here for Chelsea. Puts it in. Schmeichel claims really well. And is absolutely pissing it down at Wembley. Guy's wearing a shopping bag, I know. And Diddy, Tielemans, Evans, Sonku into Thomas, and Diddy, Fafana. Ian Nacho wins a free kick off Rudiger. You nearly got tickets to go watch this game. Guy wearing the bag is Phil John. Is it? I feel like I'm not quite sure what just happened. Like, is that meant to be some sort of like dodgy name? I don't know. Or do you actually just know the guy? I mean, if you nearly got tickets, unlucky, mate, that you didn't, I guess. I mean, if you did get tickets, who would you be supporting? Fafana out to Sonku. He finds Jose Perez. Phil John. Phil Jones. And poor. Ziyech. Finds Timo Werner. And Diddy absolutely clatters Timo Werner. There was one more I would support Leicester. I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously none of us are Chelsea or Leicester fans, but so who do you guys actually want to win this game? I'm telling you, Reece James is playing as a centre-back. As part of the three. With them sort of comparisons of the football, I find them very difficult because they are so different. Like, if I wanted to create a creator, I'm taking Paul Pogba every single day of the week. If I want more of a ball winner, I'm taking Kante. But I mean, look, I'm gonna say Paul Pogba because I'm a Man United fan, and you gotta stay biased. You gotta back your boy. Who does Super Six? Now and again, I don't do it loads. No. Go on, Timo. Timo Werner! Way over the bar by Timo Werner. Poor from Werner. But yeah, I mean, Chelsea largely keeping on the ball, but not creating anything of substantial quality. Reece James again wins the header. He's playing. Reece James is at centre back. Here comes Timo Werner. Out to Ziyech. Ziyech puts it in. Sonku deals with it and heads it clear. Mount will pick it up. Oh no, he won't. We'll leave it out for a throw in. I mean, look, Timo Werner misses it. We should get it like a switch. Just save me having to try and say it every time. I'll just say it once, and every time he does it, I'll just press a button. It happens so often. Just Timo Werner's missed. Timo Werner's missed. McFred or Matic, aka or Fred aka Matic. Can I have none of them? For me, it's Fred or Matic, and then no McTominay at all. For me, it's Matic, Van der Beek, or Pogba. Ball comes in. Rudiger, Thiago Silva puts it in. Timo Werner just misses. Aspilicueta as well. Bloody hell. So close there for Chelsea. How have they not scored? Great play Rudiger, Van Werner, so close. Lovely ball in by Thiago Silva. Timo Werner headed it, which just took it away from Aspilicueta at the back post. So close. Man United should play McFred in the double pivot and Matic to Cam. It would have been an interesting approach, wouldn't it? It would be. Antoine Zebi left mid. And Diddy out to Fofana. Castagne, Ziyech tackles. Zionku will pick it up. And the oldest ref is 76. Who's that? You think Leicester are going to get the first goal? I don't know. I don't know who will score first. I mean, the first goal is very, very interesting. I think if Leicester gets the first goal, that will be the best outcome. Me. Actually, no, sorry. I think a Chelsea goal first will be the best outcome. Because I think that means Leicester will have to go for it a little bit more. And I think they are, at the moment, a little bit negative. So they're kind of trying not to concede at the moment, rather than really try and win the game. Johnny Evans has gone down, holding his... Well, I don't know what's wrong with Johnny Evans here. He's like he's trying to propose to somebody. Twanzebi or by there is a right and wrong answer. What? Right, so looks like Johnny Evans is going to have to come off here. I think, is that Mark Albrighton coming on? No, I think this is good news for the top four race. Look, obviously, I don't like seeing players go off injured, especially players like Johnny Evans, who obviously used to play for Manchester United. But look, Johnny Evans is a massive part to that Leicester defence. We need Chelsea to beat him on Tuesday in order to help stop Liverpool getting top four. So yeah, so it's Mark Albrighton coming on, and Johnny Evans will make way. Jorginho, Kante, Mount, Marcus Alonso, Mason Mount. Brilliant from Mason Mount. Poor cross. And again, Reece James is playing centre back. Alex Fergie. Saf. the way for Sir Alex Ferguson just kept rebuilding teams, had his best player sold, rebuilt still over and over again. For me, I don't see how he's not the best. And don't get me wrong, Pep Guardiola, while he has built incredible teams, and it's not as easy just to say, oh, he's had loads of money, that's why. But he has had loads of money. I mean, don't get me wrong, man, he's at Barcelona at the very start, very impressive. Obviously, he sold Ronaldinho to AC Milan. People were calling him all sorts of things. And the decision to build from La Masia, is it La Masia? Bringing players like Iniesta. Wait, was Iniesta already in the first team? I can't remember. Well, Busquets, Messi. Obviously, he wasn't the player that he is now, and he wouldn't have been if it weren't for Pep. But he's always had amazing, amazing players. You look at him. He went to Bayern Munich, the best team in Germany. I believe they just won the Champions League when he went there. And he's still got more money. He got Robert Lewandowski. He got Mario Götze. He got Matt Hummels. Wait, did he get? Was he the one that signed Matt Hummels? Yeah, either way, he got incredible players, and he went to Man City. And what happened? He got more money. He got to buy more incredible players. And Man United, obviously, he got to sign a lot of good players. Eric Cantona, Rio Ferdinand. But I don't think he's had it as easy. Plus, I think we've seen Sir Alex Ferguson sell more and get the best out of players. Like, you look at the team that he won the league with in his last few years. That weren't a team that should be winning the league. Soyuncu, Thomas, Jose Perez. Here comes Chelsea. The Leicester, sorry. Poor from Jose Perez. And Diddy. Castagne. Mount clears. Soyuncu. Reece James clears. Ian Nacho or Brighton. Sam Allardyce or Sir Alex Ferguson. Sam Allardyce every day of the week. Sam Allardyce must be the best manager. He's the best manager I've ever seen, Sam Allardyce. Did really well with West Brom, taking them down. What a manager Sam Allardyce was. Best of his generation. Sir Alex Ferguson on top. Hello, Irish crawlers. How are we today? You're going 2-1. Sean Dyche or Sam Allardyce? I think you've got to give it to Sam Allardyce. I'm good, mate. Well, I've already asked you, haven't I? I mean, have you been watching the game? And if so, what have you made of it so far? Yeah, I think Villa football. At the moment, I would say Sam Allardyce. Well, no, sorry. Sean Dyche is probably a better manager currently, but I think you got to give Sam Allardyce credit. The work he's done and the jobs he's done at a lot of clubs, very good. You look at keeping Sunderland in the league, keeping Palace in the league, against all odds at times. You got to respect him. And look, this is the first time he's ever been relegated from the Premier League. The amount of jobs where people thought was saying when he took that, oh, he's going down. You got to give him a lot of respect. Leicester playing pre the counter attack. You mean they're playing on the counter attack? Werner, good. Well Well, good defending there by Leicester. Although not great there. And Timo Werner will go into the book there for a foul on Thomas. Good game. I think Chelsea need to be more consistent. Yeah, I mean, look, I keep on saying, I don't know why Azpilicueta is playing right wing back and why Reece James is playing right centre back. I don't understand it. Right, so Timo Werner goes into the book. So we've got about 5 minutes left of this first half, plus whatever added time there will be. A game of very little chances so far. Right, it's a long ball. So, right, what do you boys want to do at half time? Of course, last time we went through and we gave our player awards. We can do a bit more of that, or what do you guys want to do at half time? I'll throw it out to you guys. I quite enjoyed going the last watch along when we went through the players stuff. Quite fun. Like we should try and do more of stuff like that, especially in these watch alongs. Make a team of the season 11. Premier League next season predictions. Right. So, Villa Football, while I like your idea, well, I do like your idea, Villa Football, we will do the Premier League next season predictions, because I've got a I've got a team of the season video I'm making, so that kind of me telling you guys what that will be now kind of does ruin that video. So yeah, we'll do the Premier League next season predictions, because of course by next season, the start of next season, then predictions will probably change. We'll obviously have new signings and what have you. So we'll do that at half time. All right, ball comes in, out for a goal kick. Sonku winning the header. It was a nice ball in by Thomas. And Sonku just heads wide. Alonso clears down the line. Good header by Ziyech. And Thomas just knocks it back to Schmeichel. Fofana goes into Soyuncu. Thomas into Ndidi. Ndidi into Tielemans. Tielemans does really well there. He's such a classy player, Yuri Tielemans, isn't he? Oh, poor mistake here. And here is Timo Werner. He's running. Timo Werner strike. Just wide. Good play there by Timo Werner. And good play there by Chelsea in general. And we'll see it again. How close was it? He should probably pass that into Hakim Ziyech there. But he doesn't. It's not a terrible effort there by Timo Werner. But it is always sailing wide. But the referee has given a corner to Chelsea. I'm not quite sure if it is a corner, but it has been given. Ugh. Right. Reece James take the corner. James puts it into the back stick. And it's out for a goal kick. Not the greatest of balls in there by Reece James. Right, Fofana. Goes into Sonku. Reece James. Taking it out from centre back. I honestly can't get my head around why Reece James is playing right centre back as part of the three. I really, really can't. I just don't understand why they would do that. Nice ball in Vardy. Unless it's to try and stop Jamie Vardy. Is Vardy overrated? I assume what you're trying to say. Oh, I think he's a little bit overrated, yeah. Well, to be fair, I think a lot of English players are overrated. You get rid of a lot of England's players' British passports, they're not going to be rated as highly as they are. I think John Stones is overrated. I think Maguire's overrated. I think Joe Gomez is overrated. Although I think he might be becoming slowly underrated, Joe Gomez. I think all of the England centre-backs are overrated. Tyrone Mings is massively overrated. Henderson's overrated. Reece James, I think, is a little bit overrated. You got right. So I assume that's your Premier League predictions for next season, Irish Crawlers. So what I'll do is I'll leave that for now, and then we'll go back to that um when we start doing it. But I notice you think Brentford will get promoted, which is interesting. Watford will finish 10th. Once Wan-Bissaka gets an England cap, it will go from counter attack to second coming of Roberto Carlos. I think Wan-Bissaka should be playing for England. Whether he's first choice or not, I think he should be playing for England. Right, so that will be half time. At half time, it is Chelsea 0, Leicester City 0. We'll stop that timer. Right, so I'm going to quickly go get myself a drink. Yeah, so I'm going to get myself a drink, get myself a snack, and I'll be right back, and then we'll get into our predictions for next season. Alright, give me 5 minutes. Right, so we're back. So let's do next season's predictions. If we get ready, I'll eat something really spicy. Right, so top who are we going for top four? So in top four, I've gone for. You got to go Man City. I think Man City will probably win it again. Unfortunately, I'll then go for Man City, United, Chelsea, spells. No, I think second we'll see Liverpool. I think we'll see Liverpool third. I think we'll then see Chelsea. And then we'll see Manchester United. I think we'll get fourth next season. Top four, City, United, Chelsea, Villa. Fifth, that's where I'm sticking Leicester. Top four. I don't. No. Yeah, I'm going Leicester fifth. Right. I'll obviously bring them back, but just for now, just so I keep track. We'll go City. Man City. Second, I'm going Liverpool. Third, I'm going Chelsea. Fourth, Man United. Fifth, Leicester. Sixth, this is where I'm either going to go for Arsenal or Spurs. But at the moment, I think there's a lot of mystery around Spurs. Who will be their new manager? Who will they sign? Will Harry Kane stay? And I think all of that is massively important as to where Spurs will finish. I don't know who Spurs get. I really don't. I don't think there's any great managers left. So I'm gonna go Arsenal. And then sixth Brentford. I mean, obviously that you make a good point, Irish Crawler. You bring me to a good point. Who are we saying will get promoted? Obviously, we know Norwich and Watford are both back. So are we saying Brentford will get promoted? Are we adding them to our table? Seventh. You know what? Seventh, I'm going to go Everton. And then eighth, I'm going to go for Spurs. I'm doing that because I think we simply don't know. There's too many questions for me to ask about Spurs to give them any higher. To be honest, I do. I just think we don't know what was going to happen. Spurs might get an amazing manager. Harry Kane might stay, and then they might do bits, or they might have to get an average manager. What's his name? Kane might leave, and then they could be in tatters. There's simply, for me, too many questions to be able to definitely say, oh, they're going to do great or they're going to do badly. So 8 for me. No matter what, they should finish 8th, shouldn't they? 9th. This is where it starts to get difficult because I kind of think then the Premier League just kind of disappears for me. Like, but I might go for Leeds. I mean, West Ham, Brentford or Bournemouth up, yeah. So I'm going to go 9th. I'm going to go Leeds. Then 10th. I'll go West Ham. No, sorry. I'm going to Arsenal. Not Arsenal. What's his name? What's their name? Villa. 11th. We'll go West Ham. 12th. Then who are we going 12th? I don't think any of the newly promoted teams will do great. 12th Wolves. 13th Southampton. 14th. Brighton. 15th. Hello, Lucy. Right now we're doing our Premier League predictions for next season. I reckon this is probably where Crystal Palace will come. 16th. Probably Burnley. 17th. Newcastle. I reckon we'll probably end up seeing the teams the promoted teams go back down. Yeah, I think what we'll see Watford, and we'll see Brentford. I think Norwich will be bottom again. That will probably be my yeah, that's gonna be my player of the my prediction for the team of the season. Oh, Premier League for next year. Finn, what do you have to do to get mod on this channel? I'm not asking, just wondering. Currently, the people that are mod are people I know personally. They're the only people I give mod to because I know them and like, why not? It's kind of so then it makes it more noticeable if I see them in chat, if I know them. Plus, he's just kind of like, I don't need mods, so if I'm going to give it to someone, it's just someone I know. Because, like, theoretically, I could give it to you, or Villa Football, or Nico, or United Live. But, like, chances are they're not going to change anything. Like, they don't need to do anything. And if they know me, then more likely than not, they will be more willing to, I don't know, if I need something, let me know. Where I don't really feel like, I don't want you guys to feel like you have to, sort of thing. Well, no one has to do it, obviously. Right. So we'll get rid of all that, and we'll bring the predictions back. Right, so second half is about to kick off. Right, so come on. Let's hope for a better second half, and let's hope for a goal. And away we go here for the second half. Right, Schmeichel. Donkey. Donkey goes long. Rudiger does well. So of course the teams remain how they were. So it's in goal. It is Kepa. It's a back three of actually Reece James, Thiago Silva, and Rudiger, with Aspilicueta at right wing back, N'Golo Kante and Jorginho as the two central midfielders, and Marcos Alonso at left wing back. And then it's a front three of Ziyech, Mount, and Timo Werner for Chelsea. For Leicester, it's Schmeichel in goal. It's Fofana, Soyuncu, and Castagne in the back three. Mark Albrighton and Thomas as your two wing backs. Of course, Johnny Evans having to go off with injury in that first half. It's in a midfield double pivot of Ndidi and Tielemans, with Ayoze Perez at 10 and Kelechi Iheanacho and Jamie Vardy up top for Leicester City. Kante. Ndidi just launches up pitch. Alonso, poor from Alonso, is out for a throw-in. It was a better second half. We'll start to the second half, at least by Leicester. Kind of keeping the ball and getting it higher up. Long ball. Soyuncu easily headers it. Castagne goes down the line. Oh, poor defended by Fofana. And here comes Timo Werner. 1v1 with Castagne. Looks for Mount. Mount puts it across. Good defended by Fofana. And I think it's out for a goal kick. Why is the screen just shaking? Like, I don't care about the screen shaking. It was nice play by Timo Werner again. I think he's having a pretty good game, and that should have been a corner. Havertz there on the bench. Having a chat with Mateo Kovacic. Thomas throws it into Fofana. Castagne. Right. Schmeichel goes across to Soyuncu. I just want to see Leicester go for it a little bit more. Maybe I want to see get Maddison on and really go for it. A lot more than they have, really, for me. Havertz should be on the pitch. I just don't know how you bring him on for, to be fair. I think you keep Mount on. You got to keep Werner on. Unless you take Ziyech off. Or you could go to a back four, couldn't you? I suppose. Yeah, you go to a back four. You put Ziyech at 10. Well, no, sorry, you wouldn't even have to do that, would you? I don't know. Oh, Alonso wins it high. Can't find Timo Werner, but here comes Leicester now after a good tackle. Fofana goes into Albrighton. Albrighton with a lovely ball for Vardy. And Kepa's off his line well. Really good play. Timo Werner, lovely takedown. Sorry, Mount into Timo Werner now. Tielemans with a good tackle. And the game has massively opened up at the start of this second half. Going back to your point, Irish callers, maybe you do bring on Havertz for Ziyech. Although I feel like Ziyech can do something out of nothing. Then what are you watching the match on what channel? I've got it on BBC One. BBC One HD to be precise. Ziyech into Alonso. But yeah, it is on BT Sport as well as BBC. Tielemans. Free kick to Chelsea after Tielemans fouled Jorginho after a poor first touch. Tielemans just absolutely clatters into Jorginho, trying to reclaim the ball, and Jorginho just got in there in front of him. James Maddison looks like he's going to be coming on. Brendan Rodgers having a chat to him there. There is James. Into Jorginho. Into N'Golo Kante. Jorginho. Ziyech. Kante. On Kante. Lovely ball into Alonso. Well defended by Leicester. It's out for a throw-in. Rudiger. Pull from Rudiger, and it's out for a Leicester throw, I believe. Is it? Might not have been. I've just lied. It was a Chelsea throw. I believe it deflected off a Leicester player. Good tackle by Soyuncu. Here is Ndidi. Poor from Ndidi, and Kante just wins it, nips it off of him. Here comes Mason Mount, bringing it forward here for the Blues. Mason Mount keeps it and gives it back to Rudiger, who finds Kante, who then goes out wide to Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta into Reece James. Jorginho. Kante puts it in. Alonso with a header straight at Kasper Schmeichel. I believe that's our first shot on target of the match. It's about time as well. It's a decent header by Alonso, really. Thomas with a throw for Leicester. And yeah, that was the first shot on target there by Marcos Alonso. If we load up the stats for this game, it's been a largely dominant performance by Chelsea. Way more possession, more shots, one more shot on target. But what I would say, it's like there's not much substance by Chelsea. You look at the amount of possession, more shots, but none on target. I think neither team have really created any substantial chance. And look, you'd hope for more, wouldn't you? Sonko goes long. Reece James wins the header. Mount heads it back to Rudiger. Back to goalkeeper. Back to Kepa. Jorginho. Offside. Right, so it's a corner here for Leicester. 10 minutes into this second half. Yuri Tielemans will take it. Ball comes in. Fofana misses the header and headed cleared by Reece James. Or Brighton picks it up out to Yuri Tielemans. Tielemans puts the cross in. Alonso, does he head it out clear? That's going to be a throw-in for Leicester, I believe. Chelsea fans cheering in the stand, which is absolutely fantastic. I said it earlier and I'll say it again. To finally have fans back in the ground is absolutely brilliant. We've waited so long for this, and I'm so happy we finally get it back. Ziyech. Reece James, back to Quitter. Thiago Silva clears. I'm just yawning. Like, the game has been so boring, hasn't it? Honestly, you couldn't have found a we couldn't have found a more boring game. It was such a disappointing final so far. It's a free kick, fouled by Marcos Alonso. I can't stop yawning. We want a bit of quality. A moment of magic, please. The first goal is so vital in this game. Thomas, poor from Thomas. Man United versus Leicester was more boring. Which one? But I mean, at least if you're talking about the one we lost 2-1, at least by this time there was 2 goals at least. Plus, that game was boring because it was a league game, and we had our complete second string side on. So we kind of was playing for a draw. One of these teams have to win it. Plus, I mean, I guess it makes it worse for us. Like, we're not a Chelsea fan, we're not Leicester fans, so we're watching this game wanting there to be goals and wanting to be exciting. Like, if Man United can play boring, but look, if we're getting to see players like Elanga, we got to see his debut. That at least brought a little bit of excitement to the game. I thought Ahmad had a pretty good game, which was quite exciting. I just feel like there's none of that in this game. I'm going to get the new Chelsea jersey. It's class. I'm very meh on it. I quite like it. in some ways, and I don't like it in others. I think it's a real divider. It's a real divider. I'm quite interested to see what Manchester United's kit will be this year. I really like this kit Leicester's wearing. Their burgundy kit. I quite like that. I think it looks quite smart. Mm. Right. Brighton with his throw into Iheanacho. Alonso. Brilliant from Alonso. Puts the ball in. Out for a corner by Rudiger. I don't. We're always really late to our kit releases. I don't know why. But, I mean, it'll probably be halfway through pre-season. Right, so goal kick hit. Oh, corner. Tielemans goes into Perez. Tielemans, poor from Tielemans. And Chelsea will play their way out here. Kante finds Timo Werner. Good defending by Thomas. Tielemans into Brighton. Brighton puts the ball into the box. Poor ball in, and it's out for... Oh, Reece James will just pick it up, won't he? Goes down the line to Mason Mount. Mason Mount can't beat Thomas, and it's out for a goal kick. Why is Rudy wearing... I don't think it's a gay mask. I don't know why he's wearing a mask in general. Rudiger goes down the line. Well played. Who would you say would be your man of the match at this point? I mean, I really don't know. I feel like I don't think anyone has really caught my eye amazingly. I think Mason Mount had a really good opening 10 or so minutes. I feel like he's kind of fallen by the wayside a little bit here now. There is N'Golo Kante. Aspilicueta. Rubbish cross, and Kasper Schmeichel can easily claim it. Nobody, yeah. Donku to Jose Perez. Perez into Vardy. I think he must be offside there, Vardy, but Reece James doesn't know that, so he still goes for it. Reece James. Vardy does really well. Thomas. Maybe he weren't offside, I don't know. Sonku into Fofana. Rubbish touch by Fofana. Luckily no one's on him, and he goes into Castagne. He goes down the line. Silva. Jorginho. To Reece James. Jose Perez did well to win it so high. Here is Tielemans. Tielemans goes for goal! What a goal by Yuri Tielemans! And it's Leicester 1, Chelsea 0. Absolutely no chance for Kepa with that one. And it's 1-0 Leicester City. What a goal! Oh my God! What a hit. We'll see it again. Oh, that's top corner. What have we just seen? And that goal will open this game up no end. That's the goal we've wanted to see. We've waited to see. Come on. Let's hope this game now opens up. But Leicester have the lead. The all-important lead here. And the goal stands. Thank you. If VAR ruled that goal out, it would have been a farce. What a goal by Yuri Tielemans. What a strike, as Irish Crawler says in the chat there. And it's Chelsea 0, Leicester 1. Here comes Ziyech. Ziyech goes for goal over the bar. And look, if we go to the stats, that's not the stats. It's what we said. What I said. Chelsea, despite so much domination, they've not created anything. And Leicester, out of absolutely nothing, have made a moment of magic, haven't they? And it's an incredible strike and an incredible goal. Kante goes back to Kepa. Reece James. Jorginho. Kante. Poor pass by Kante. Reece James just about keeps it, but Yuri Tielemans picks it up. And what a goal and what a game for fans to be finally back in football stadiums to witness that live. Brilliant. Brilliant by Yuri Tielemans. Azpilicueta. Jorginho. Ziyech. Into Alonso. Back into Ziyech. Ziyech looks for Timo Werner. But Schmeichel just collects. Azpilicueta. Kante. Jorginho. Kante. Poor. What you must say is the recruitment of Leicester is absolutely second to none. It really, really is. You think about how Leicester, they got Yuri Tielemans in exchange for, what was it, Andre Silva, is that his name? Absolutely brilliant. You look at it, again, looking at the recruitment. Wilfred and Diddy, amazing. James Maddison, amazing. And Kelechi Iheanacho's come off for James Maddison. Ziyech is coming off for Pulisic. And Chilwell is coming on for Marcos Alonso. I think they're quite good changes for Chelsea, really. Surely are Chelsea going to lose back-to-back FA Cup finals? And to be honest, I don't know if that goal is the right way in terms of this final. Give it to Eddie Cavani. Pass him the ball and watch him score the goal. Ben Chilwell. Jorginho. Reece James. Azpilicueta. Pulisic. Kante. Aspi. Jorginho. Chilwell. Jorginho. Pulisic. James. Hello. Right, Timo Werner. For those who don't know, someone just told me to wave. I didn't just kind of say that for no reason. Right. Jorginho. Pulisic. Aspie. Mount. Sonku. Potentially a foul there, maybe. And what I feel like what we've seen from this Chelsea team, it's kind of a lot like what we've seen from Manchester United this year. Keep the ball low, but not really create anything. I keep on saying it. No, it's not a penalty. It's just like they've not created anything. $20 to go here. Chelsea 0, Leicester City 1. That Yuri Tielemans screamer, the difference between the two sides so far. Here is all Brighton. He goes into Tielemans. Tielemans looks for Vardy. Thiago Silva wins it. Jorginho. Aspie. Then did you ever go to Old Trafford? Unfortunately I haven't been able to go loads, but I have been a couple times. Not for a while. It's hard to get tickets in it, and plus, I'm 19 now. Most of my adult life, really, and by adult life I mean 18 plus. We've been in a lockdown. But I do want to try and go to Old Trafford a lot more. Reece James puts the ball into the box. I wonder what's happened to Tammy Abraham under Thomas Tuchel. While I don't think Tammy Abraham was unbelievable, he's absolutely been disregarded, hasn't he? Do you have a woman? And by woman, do you mean a girlfriend? Because if so, I do. Aspilicueta. Nice. He's cross blocked. Out for a throw in to Chelsea. Aspilicueta quickly into Reece James. Jorginho. Aspilicueta. It's a Kante. Poor touch by Kante. Maddison does really well there and wins a free kick. 18 minutes to go here. Chelsea 0, Leicester City 1 still. I don't understand why we are still seeing Reece James at right centre back. Absolutely, just showing that goal again. Absolutely no chance. Absolutely no chance for Kepa. Would Mendy have saved it? Maybe. But I think that would have been more down to a brilliant save by Mendy rather than Kepa being poor. We show. Someone's down holding their head. Is that Thomas? Right, Kai Havertz is now coming on for Chelsea. That going to be for Timo Werner, or is it going to be like for like a Jorginho? Leicester City fans are singing. They're swinging their scarves. They believe they're going to win this FA Cup. How old are you, Finn? I'm 16. I'm 19. I'm so old. Is that number 9 coming off? Who's number 9? No, number 6 is coming off. So it is Jorginho coming off. So that will see Mason Mount drop into central midfield. And Havertz will take up the role that Mason Mount has been playing. And here comes Hudson-Odoi for Azpilicueta. So Reece James will continue at right centre back. Crazy stuff going on in the Serie A. Obviously, race to get Champions League football is on, and at the moment it doesn't look like Juventus will get there. But as it stands, they are going to beat Inter Milan thanks to an 88th minute penalty by Juan Cuadrado. This is how the league currently looks with that win for Juventus. They will go. That will put them back into 4th. Reece James puts the ball in, headed cleared by Fofana. That puts them 4th. Obviously, Napoli still have a game in hand though, and a win will take them back into 4th. AC Milan also have a game in hand. It'd be interesting. Do them two teams play each other? That Atalanta versus Milan. That's the interesting one, really, isn't it? If we look at Napoli. Napoli have Fiorentina and Verona. Realistically, Milan. Nice ball in by Kante. Chilwell, what a save! What a save by Kasper Schmeichel to deny Ben Chilwell. A Chilwell will believe, doesn't know how he hasn't scored. It's a great save. Wait, does the keeper save it? He does. I think he just pushes it onto the post. Oh, it's incredible by Kasper Schmeichel. And cleared by Yuri Tielemans now from the resulting corner. Kante will pick it up on the halfway line. And he goes into Kepa. And it looks as if Chelsea might be set not just to lose back-to-back games, but back-to-back FA Cup finals as well. In a game where, look, again, they might have dominated the ball. They've created very, very little to nothing. Alright, long ball by Schmeichel. James wins it. Long ball by Hudson-Odoi. Chilwell will pick it up, but Castagne goes down the line, just clears it. Rudiger takes it down. He goes in to Kepa. Kepa goes long. Brendan Rodgers flicks it on. Tuchel grabs hold of it. And a man who's so often the bridesmaid, not the bride in Brendan Rodgers, looks like his team will finally win something. So often in English football, they've been the nearly men, Leicester. Missed out on Champions League football last year after a collapse at the end of it. This season, they've had a very similar collapse. And what we might end up seeing them miss out on Champions League football themselves. Again this year. But at least they look like they will win the FA Cup. And for all the goals that they could win an FA Cup final with, that must go up there. For an update in the Juventus game, Marcelo Brozovic has also now received a red card. So that they are now 10 apiece. Reece James. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Christian Pulisic. Reece James. Kante. Hudson-Odoi. Mount. Soyuncu blocks it and it's out for a throw-in for Chelsea. Hudson-Odoi finds Kante into Mason Mount. Great ball required and it's well blocked by Soyuncu. Not the greatest of balls in by Mason Mount. When they needed a great ball in, they didn't have it. Giroud now coming on for Timo Werner. It kind of last minute, well, last gasp chance here for Chelsea. And here is Olivier Giroud. Leicester also making changes. Wes Morgan is coming on for Leicester. He's coming on for Thomas. And Jose Perez is coming on for Hamza Chowdhury. So what we will probably end up seeing, Castagne will go left back. And we'll see just Vardy playing up top on his own. Leicester City fans holding their heads. He doesn't look too happy with that change, but will it come through? Rudiger goes for it. Wover. Wide handover. Wover. And with just over 5 minutes to go, plus whatever added time we're going to see, surely Leicester must hold on. Surely Leicester must win this game from here on out. Surely they can't lose it. And you look at passes completed. Chelsea nearly 200 more passes into the final third. Nearly 100 more. But they've created very, very little. And here is Rudiger. He goes into Mason Mount. He finds Kante. Into Rudiger. Thiago Silva. Reece James. Kai Havertz. Hudson-Odoi. Goes back to James. Thiago Silva. Into Rudiger. Into Chilwell. Mason Mount. Rudiger. Silva. Goes into Pulisic. Pulisic does well. Fouled by Wilfred Ndidi. Surely not given. But But it's an awful pass by Olivier Giroud. And it's out for a throw-in to, what's their name? To Leicester. Oh, Vardy. Thiago Silva just does enough and he's out for a corner. Good counter-attacking stuff there by Leicester. Right, Yuri Tielemans with the corner here for Leicester. Tielemans puts it in. Rubbish ball in, but Hamza Chowdhury will pick it up on the edge of the box. Chowdhury puts it in. Vardy looks to get the flick on, but can't, and it's out for a goal kick. Reece James into Callum Hudson-Odoi. Silva into Rudiger. N'Golo Kante. Kante, nice ball out to Christian Pulisic. He goes into Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi, nice ball in for Fana, heads clear. It's a good header away. Rudiger. N'Golo Kante into Reece James. Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi does well. Reece James. James puts it in. Mo! What a save by Kasper Schmeichel! What a save! Kasper Schmeichel has surely just won it for Leicester. What an incredible save! Thiago Silva. Oh, Schmeichel holds on. Bloody yeah, this is a performance his dad would be proud of. Absolutely brilliant performance by Kasper Schmeichel today. And surely he's got to get man of the match if Leicester somehow hold on to this at this rate. He's been absolutely world class. And look, look, if they do win it, he'll be the man to lift the trophy. Well, I guess Wes Morgan might. But he's wearing the captain's armband and he's been absolutely world class. James into Silva. Hudson-Odoi. Havertz. Soyuncu does well. Last few minutes to go here, plus whatever added time we're going to get. I imagine we're going to see about 5 minutes. Surely Leicester needs to do more than just sit so deep. Here is Chilwell! It's a goal! Ben Chilwell, I think it's a Wes Morgan own goal. Camera focuses on Morgan and it's 1-0. Last minute stuff here. And it's Chelsea 1, Leicester 1. Ben Chilwell celebrates. What a ball. Oh, could... I don't think it's offside. What a ball by Silva. I think it might be a Morgan own goal. If it counts, it will be a Wes Morgan own goal. And it's not going to count. Unbelievable scenes here. Ben Chilwell has had a goal chalked off for offside. And the score remains Chelsea 0, Leicester 1. And Chelsea fans cannot believe it. It's offside. Thomas Tuchel can't believe it. And it remains Chelsea 0, Leicester 1. And get rid of VAR. What a joke. I'm so done with VAR. Yes, it is offside. It's millimetres stuff. It's so close. It's so annoying. What is a great goal. I mean, it brings VAR brings drama, doesn't it? But I mean, Chelsea will go for it. There is 4 more minutes. So there was 5 minutes of added time, 4 to play. And you couldn't expect much more from Ben Chilwell there, could you? And it's out for a goal kick. Minutes to go here. Minutes to go here. Brendan Rodgers drinks his water. He can't handle it. The nerves are getting to him. Up the Foxes. I mean, if we go to the predictions, no one predicted a 1-0 Chelsea, 1-0 Leicester win. Me and Irish Crawlers, me and Fortnite Sweep both went for 2-1 Leicester wins, but I did not expect it to be in that fashion. And in this fashion. Did you watch the Juve versus Inter game? It was a brilliant game, but the penalty wasn't even a penalty. I didn't watch it, unfortunately. I've been watching this game the whole time. Sayuncu goes down, holding his chest. I mean, we've somewhat kept up with it, but I haven't actually seen it all. As Fortnite Sweet said, unbelievable, Jeff. Leicester City fans are singing in their drones. They will be champions of the FA Cup. Surely they can't lose it now. 2 minutes to go. They can't believe it. Chelsea fans cannot believe what they've seen. Chelsea fans will still have hope. But surely as the seconds tick by, that slowly but surely diminishes. Kante. Indeed, he just smashes it back towards Vardy. Vardy takes it down brilliantly. And will it go out for a corner? It does. Vardy wins a corner for Leicester brilliantly. Only so we lost to Leicester in the quarterfinals. And look, if you're going to lose in a cup competition, you want to lose to the winners, don't you? Madison goes short to Tielemans. And a minute and a half, just over a minute and a half to go. It's in the Leicester fans. They're not going to give him the ball back anytime soon, are they? Leicester fans cannot believe it. They're almost in tears. A minute to go here at Wembley. It's Chelsea 0, Leicester 1. Rudiger goes long, looking for Giroud. Soyuncu wins it. Maddison gives it to Tinians. Back to James Maddison. Maddison will keep it for as long as he can. Looks for Vardy. Reece James wins it. And here comes Chelsea. Last chance saloon here for Chelsea. Hudson-Odoi finds Havertz. Brilliant from Jamie Vardy there. But the referee plays advantage. Here is Mason Mount into N'Golo Kante. Kante brings it forward. He finds Kai Havertz into Ben Chilwell. Chilwell looks to put the cross in. Wes Morgan heads clear. Reece James goes to Thiago Silva into Rudiger. Rudiger goes long into the box. Giroud misses the header. Reece James keeps it alive. Finds Hudson-Odoi. And the full time whistle blows. And Leicester City are the FA Cup champions. The referee has called full time. Leicester City are in jubilation. They cannot believe it. They're singing, they're dancing, they're doing everything. They've won. What a game. What a goal to win it as well. That Yuri Tielemans strike. Brendan Rodgers, the fans and the players cannot believe it. Chelsea will feel so unlucky and hard done by. But Leicester City and their players and their fans will not care one bit. Leicester City are FA Cup champions. And that is the first time Leicester City have ever won the FA Cup. And what a story for Leicester City. What a story. In the last, 6 years? An FA Cup and a Champions League. Of course, they did unfortunately lose their owner in a tragic helicopter accident. And this is their first piece of silverware under their new owners. By that, obviously, his son. But, I mean, that is huge for Leicester. Their first piece of silverware under Brendan Rodgers. And look, if they continue in their same trajectory, it'll be the first of many. Ben Chilwell can't believe it. He thought he had equalised. Turns out he hadn't. And Leicester City are FA Cup champions. They take the crown off of Arsenal from last season. And that is back-to-back FA Cup defeats for Chelsea. And look, as we kept saying, Chelsea just didn't create anything, did they? They created nothing. And look, the Leicester City fans the Leicester City players go over to the Leicester City fans to celebrate. What a game, what a moment. This is what football is all about. I hope this will be the scenes on the 26th of May. I do too. If we bottled the semi-final, imagine Chelsea lost to City. Look, I think this game will give Chelsea motivation. A lot of these players, look, that this will be their second final defeat in a row. This is as much motivation as they should need. to be able to put on a show in the Champions League final against Manchester City. Absolutely brilliant. And it's the Leicester City captain. It's the Leicester City captain, Kasper Schmeichel, for me, who deserved man of the match. He was absolutely brilliant. Two absolutely world-class saves to win it for Leicester. I want to see United win the Europa League now. We do, and we will. I believe we will. But look, that is going to be it from me today. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant from Leicester City. They win the FA Cup. And look, it was a game where Chelsea really dominated. But in key moments, it's the Leicester City players that came up clutch. Two unbelievable saves by Kasper Schmeichel. And one exceptional strike by Yuri Tielemans to win it for Leicester. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And as I said, so usually the bridesmaid, this time is the bride. Brendan Rodgers finally wins something in English football. And that is going to be it from me today. If you have enjoyed, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. And Leicester City are FA Cup champions. And I'll see you all in the next one in a bit. Peace.